pre-intro. Wait until it goes.
Throw that phone in the circle.
Yeah, you got
Oops.
Is there a button down? No, put it. Am I?
and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Northern Wall with me, your host, Kayla Malari. It is a special Thanksgiving Day episode, and with me I have Noble House. We have Shellen here with Sorry Malari, and we have Rostin with 11 Hall. And unfortunately, Joseph is working really hard at work. He messaged, he's like, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight, which we're all really sad. But it's okay, because we're going to tell stories about Joseph in honor of him not being here. So I'm really excited. Let's start with, oh, look, it's Steve!
I'm so nice.
I told Steve to show up.
Don't look at the comments. It's Steve.
It's Steve. You guys don't remember who Steve was. He was Coulson in our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set. So, Shellangela. I haven't called you that in a long time.
No.
It's been a minute. So, for everyone who doesn't know, Shell played Tenya Ida. I've never really said his first name.
I forgot Todoroki's first name.
No one knows it.
Like Todoroki,
Shotgun.
Todoroki. That's wrong.
Shotgun Todoroki?
Everything's explosions with you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You played Tenya Ida, the class rep. Now, we did do a behind the scenes of Plus Ultra when we first did it for AX 2019. Holy cow, that was a long time ago. But we haven't done a behind the scenes of our ALA Plus Ultra performance, which we're going to do tonight. We are going to watch through ALA and we are going to do a live commentary of it. Now, before we get into it, I don't know. Before we got into it, what was it like going back into Ida, having already done it at AX and knowing what you wanted to change or what you wanted to add for ALA?
I think going back into Ida made me realize that I needed one, bigger movements, a little bit more commitment to the character, and just I was a little bit more free to do it because after the first time and after you get the first run jitters out of the way, then everything kind of changes a little bit. And I think I was able to do that more so the next time around. I was more focused on not making the same mistakes as we are for any performance. But of course, when you over-focus and you overcompensate, things happen that are far out of the control of you sometimes, but it's about how you recover. So. But it felt all familiar. I loved it still.
Oh, we're going to talk about that. Now, Bubba, Rustin, that's weird. It's weird to call you that name. You had to play Katsuki Bakugo this time. Yeah. Again, with the first name.
A chicken katsu.
Katsuki Bakugo. But you had the boots this time. What was it like having the boots this time?
So, Chucks are okay, so I was using Chuck Taylor's in the original set that we did at AX because I didn't realize I needed the boots. Is she snoring or wheezing?
No, that was my stomach.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Also, not a nice mocha.
Peppermint.
Who are you?
I'm a girl who wears a pie hat.
Okay, so I wore Chuck Taylor's the first time around, the first big run. All right, and then I finally got the boots for the second one at ALA, and it was cool because when you get the boots, you're like, okay, I'm finally the character, even though my Q-tip head doesn't fit this wig.
We cut so much off of that wig.
Yeah.
To make it fit. So he has a smaller head size. And ironically, Steve's in the chat, and he has a larger head size. But for Rostin, the wig for AX was very large. So we cut off a whole bunch at AX, and then we cut off more for ALA. And now you can just barely see his eyes through the bangs.
Yeah, but going back to the boots, it was really cool because, shoot, now I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Give me one moment. Okay, so having the boots is really cool because for the 50th time, you get to feel more in character than you do already, because you're already given these characters and you have to do your best to do right by them and to make sure that you fulfill the role that they give you. But now, imagine doing it with the sick boots, bro. So it was like super cool. One thing I will say though is like towards the end of it, like the more I had to rehearse in them, the more they started falling apart. So like now it like flaps because they're not like they're made for posing, not dancing. If that makes sense, because there's what we do is cosplay and dance. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that do just cosplay to post pictures for the clout.
Are they not puddle proof?
No.
I think they were like
Not
made.
your weakness.
They're actually made. Not like
For
bought
posing.
and then like painted. No, they were like someone like made.
Yeah, someone made them
Made
and
the
sold
boots.
them on Amazon.
They're really nice,
They-
but yeah, they're definitely not made for
Yeah.
dancing.
I don't remember the company, and I don't remember like any of that stuff because we were like, okay, I need them now. First one.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. Definitely would need new boots if we bring it back.
Also, you're getting a lot of compliments on your jacket.
Oh yeah, my sick. I was gonna say a at double S. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I
so-
got it real late though.
I
So,
didn't know if you were calling me.
Kayla totally got me this jacket at ALA, which is super like fitting, right? Because like that's when we brought out the set for the second time, and we had all of Class 1A, which is really cool. We even had, what's his name, Ojiro,
Ojiro. And Koda.
which we didn't have the first time. We had, you know,
Koda and Sato.
Pop-Tart head
He's a Pop-Tart.
and Kid Muscle, if anyone knows who that is.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember Kid Muscle?
No, I was gonna say Pop-Tart head looked like. It's funny because Koda doesn't look like this, but I always think of the Thumb Warriors from Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Or that.
Doesn't look
Flip-
like
Is
it.
that what they were called?
Yeah,
What were they called? Flips Flugels or something?
Yeah, flip.
Or was that the little...
Floops.
Floops.
Something. I don't know. They were thumbs. They were all thumbs. It was weird. So awesome. So that was going into ALA. Now we're going to watch through it, and you're going to watch through it with us. Please let me know in the comments if the sound is too loud. I turned it down. But we're going to start from the beginning. And if you guys need a pause, or I might pause to ask them questions about certain things,
Did they pass
we'll
out?
do that. Yeah, I know. Both puppies, this is 11 Hall, this is Sorry Malari, passed out. All right, so here we go, watching. Where is the video? It's this one. Is it this one? It's not that one. It's this one. Here we go. Boom. I put it there because you didn't need to see me. But this is where Ezra is announcing us. I'm going to lower it just a little bit more. So when we were starting off, we started in complete pitch black. And just so you know, when we went to ALA, the stage is a lot smaller than the AX stage. It's not bad. It's just we literally, right before we got on stage, re-blocked a couple of pieces because of that platform. We talked about changing positioning of the platform during the set right before we got on stage to do the set. So we started off this performance unwell already out the bat.
Was this when I ran on stage after pressing play on the camera?
No, that was AX because it was a lot farther.
Okay, I was like, I don't think I would make this run.
No, you would. You
Yeah,
would. You would
you're
have made
Ida,
this one.
what do you mean?
But, yeah, you made it. Yeah. It's funny because there's how many of us are on stage? It looks like there's a million. There's not.
At least 50.
There's not. We added 3 people, and
Look at
it
you.
looks way too full.
Oh yeah.
Should have threw a B-twist there. Didn't have it yet.
It's Baku Yeet! It happened.
Ah.
All of us were like, we just hope we don't yeet him off stage. I don't think Jason ever did that freeze until that moment.
I don't remember.
I just love that you're the only one in shorts.
Yeah, low key.
There was a comment about that a while ago. Like, let's just give Sheldon shorts. And I was like, wait.
Them calves though.
Can you guys come in closer to the
Yeah.
or like turn it?
I literally can't.
Watch Koki move his head wrong on this. He's on the wrong side, and then he's in my vision.
No.
He moves, and I remember laughing on stage. Completely broke character. Absolutely broke hair. Oh, so this is a big moment. Is Bakugo and Kirishima sitting in the back? What are you? Because you're not even looking at Deku.
No, Bakugo hates Deku. He doesn't hate Deku, but he's like, screw that guy. Powers all of a sudden, whatever. Extra, or like whatever he says.
That's that.
Are you really thinking that while you're sitting on the platform?
I'm trying to. I'm just like, get it, Liz, get it, Liz, get it, Liz.
What about there's this moment. A lot of people commented that Trini as Hakagure falls a little too late. She's a little delayed.
But nobody saw it because she's invisible. I
Yeah,
don't know what you mean.
can't see her. So one of Rostin's notes from AX was to be meaner to Deku because he was way too nice to JK as Deku. He was really mean to Liz as Deku. Like, you super beat her up.
So far. But you still wouldn't get close enough to kick her.
Yeah, you didn't want to get near her to, like, possibly even kind of... Wait, everyone watch Rostin on this part. Watch which way he looks. Right here. I'm looking at that and I go, why did you look at
You ever get so hyped you forget what comes next? Yeah. Same.
The run before this.
Wait, did you get hit in the face for this one? Because I know Eddie got hit in the face when LA did it as a Choco.
No, I was fine. This run was the wig and the glitter. I ate the glitter on stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Delicious. Oh, is that when you were choking on
Also,
glitter?
can
for,
we
like,
just
the
give you
longest?
props? Wait, I'm going to rewind it. Oh, I can't rewind it. Dang it.
Done
Shell
every
was,
lift.
so most of the time, Shell, right after this, he has to put the platforms back together again. We couldn't bind them this time because we had to move them so much. So watch, he goes, gotta go do my spot, gotta put it back, there we go. Leg.
Leg. Ew, what was that walk?
Were you sassling?
No, it got real sassy for a second.
Oh, you know how we do.
Okay.
Wait, are we
For
gonna
the
talk about?
moment-
Are we gonna talk about like what this
Yeah.
meant to you though?
I realize I can't pause it, but how did what's coming up happen?
Okay, so in rehearsal, you told me to be extra on the fall and commit harder. So I never practiced it, and this is what that looks like. It looks like a moment where all of the pins that you have in your dreadlocks underneath a cap and everything decide that they want to defy gravity. That was the last song, or follow the rules of. So that came off abruptly, and I was so certain that I was moving at like a snail's pace on stage. And I'm like, yes, no one can see me doing any of these things. Until I heard my sister's voice saying, "How bad is it?" And then I took the whole wig off, and she said, "Oh, it's bad." And I went, oh, "Okay, but as long as I can get it on before I stand up, we should be okay." And I did. So it's not that no one's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it.
I know in the chat, I was like, why is no one talking about you this week? Everyone's talking. Oh, you got F's in the chat. Dang.
Steve? Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
But I got it back on before I stood up, and that was
You did.
the goal. The whole goal once
You
that
did.
happened.
Here's the crazy thing. So Joseph pulls Dark Shadow out. There's no room behind that platform.
No.
I don't know how he got Dark Shadow out. They're like you see the rail and the platform, that's as much space as you have. You barely have enough space to fit a person. So, I don't know.
Dark Shadow got a big head.
Yeah, big head.
Oh, pumpkin head.
11, you're snoring. I love.
Dark Shadow was so well done.
Oh yeah, props to Soulmate for creating that. Oh, we talked about this too. So last second, the stage was too shallow for all of us to be Shoji's arms. So we just sporadically, I was like, the people from here to the back, just leave stage. And I tell you, Core has to learn to literally take direction in the moment that it's happening. In the actual moment. Because then I was like, all right, and then on this part, on Sarah's part, you just gotta come back in and figure it out.
Where do we go now? Alright, let's just leap.
That's Joe, by the way.
Joe
Get it,
said
Joe.
was
Sure.
Get it, Joe.
Get it, Joe. Here comes Little. Here she goes. Aoyama.
Okay.
Dude, okay, I gotta give her mad props because that backbend on the platform as it's Pangea-ing underneath her.
A lot of strength.
So right now, I think it's right now. Austin is in the back, behind the platform. As
Laying
Kenji-
down like a pretzel.
Yeah, he's laying down like a pretzel. Like, there's no room to lay down. So when I go back there after I carry I don't carry Ida, carry Aoyama across, I look at Austin and I'm like, how are you lying down like that? Here I almost step on Rio's head. Watch Todoroki almost kill a Choco. There she goes. Too far forward. And when I get back there, we literally watch the platforms split underneath Little.
We didn't have a foot on this one, did we?
We didn't have. She's holding it. She's holding the platforms together with her abs. It is amazing. So me and Austin are back there. We watch this happen, and for like a good 2 seconds, we do nothing. Look at that. She's the only reason it stopped moving.
Yeah.
And then she's still laying out.
And then me and
That's
Austin go,
wild.
"Oh, we can help with this. We can contribute." Everyone, watch Austin again.
Please don't.
Watch him. Watch Baku go.
Why did you pick that side?
I'm so bad at looks. I'm the worst at it.
It's so
I don't-
delayed. It's so delayed. Oh man. It's funny because people don't make the connection that Hakagure and Shigaraki are the same person. In the show. No, I'm kidding. Not in the
I
show.
was like, don't break the entire internet right now.
In this set. Oh, this was also mentioned. So it looks like Todoroki doesn't have an opposite in this formation. It's because I don't. Bev was at the hospital the night that we did this because she's a nurse, and we forgot to tell her she had to be my opposite. I didn't notice until I watched the video back after the performance. That's a fun fact for you all. Look at how well Soulmate's wig moves.
Her neck
Dude.
disconnects.
It's just-
from
Yeah.
her body.
This is also my favorite effect. Like, that makes me really happy to watch. It's so uncomfortable. It like looks uncomfortable. Oh, okay, here we go. This is
Dobby.
Ah.
okay.
What?
So, Momo Yorozu. Both the faces. We feel so bad. Because you guys, I swear, these props work.
They worked every rehearsal.
They worked every rehearsal. We're all in the back with bated breath, hoping.
Yay.
We were like, yes, here's the glitter. Now we're all like, hoping. Is the pole.
And
Is the pole.
here we
Is
go.
the pole.
And
And nope.
boink. Wow!
We're like, it's okay, the next one. Oh no!
Oh.
Everyone on stage is like, our butts are clenched. It is so. I'm just happy we're at this moment now. We've gotten here. And I looked at Lauren and I was like, I'm sorry. Why did you move the pole? Oh, did you try to move it out of her way?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you collapse the pole and back? Oh, you just throw it back.
I throw it under. I was trying to on stage, but it didn't work.
I remember seeing that when the cannons were being passed out.
Oh,
Still
just
full.
the pole.
Yeah.
This was probably one of my favorite addition to all of the
Let's go, Pop Tart.
theme songs. This was hilarious. Joseph did suggest this, and then me and Somi had been thinking about it too. Joseph's like, we need to do the Shrek 3 Snow White. Me and Somi were like, oh my god, we were thinking of that too. So perfect. But then during rehearsal, this wasn't planned, but because we had birds, we were like, oh, Joseph is Tokoyami. Tokoyami is a bird. And he was like fooling around doing that. And then we were like, you have to do that. So it is
Come
great.
on, Black Swan.
I know, it's so funny. And then him trying to do that with a beak and a wig that can flip off in any second. mad props.
He's like drill pecking everyone.
It's super effective.
Super effective. Soulmate made those food props. They're really well made. Can't see them from this far away. But they were great. Also, I'm really bothered that none of us could see that the curtain in the front of the platform needed to be moved. It's like right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use the highest up excuse and say that that's why I didn't see it.
I was like, highest up.
That was good. That was good.
Also, do you realize in upstage left, but to us as the audience, upstage right, there's a camera on a tripod.
Oh, yep.
That was just like obtrusively in the way.
Just existing.
It's just existing.
You know how we be out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so full out, babe. Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Shell's getting it, and I'm his
Wow, so
opposite,
full
so I
out
gotta try to get it too. So like.
I didn't have long to go, but
You added the knees, so
I
they
did.
don't look longer. They don't look longer. It's funny because you can't see the dog head, so it just looks like you guys are penning like blankets.
Kirishima's never supposed to have his jacket open.
Oh yeah! Side note, so me and Soulmate did give Jason the go-ahead to unzip his jacket during his piece. He was supposed to eventually zip it up, to which he did not. Mind you, Jason will always be like, no, I don't like it when my shirt's off. I don't like it when I don't have a shirt. To all of us, we're like, but you never have a shirt, and it's not like, you're not Brandon.
is this what you want?
Brandon
Are you
is
not-
required to never wear a shirt, not Jason.
Brandon doesn't own a shirt, and if he ever wears one in a set, I'm pretty sure we painted it on him.
That's not wrong. That is not wrong. It's funny because as Ida, you always have Barbie hands. Always close.
One of the weirdest things to get into because one of our notes that you always gave me was like more energy through the rest of my hands.
Oh yeah.
Keeping them like this at all just felt so strange.
Okay, what? Oh, I forgot to say, Jason walks
walk?
so weird. Nice chair squeaking so much. Yes, we know Deku drops the fan. It's fine.
We talked about that too.
It's fine. It's fine.
The fire was too hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's
11.
support.
Watch this, cause like, I mean, I'm sorry to be picking on Jason. Watch Jason try to figure out what to do with the fan right here. He like doesn't quite know what he wants, and it's not working out the way he thought.
But he sticks that ending.
He does stick that ending. I don't know how they got this wall off. It is so okay. So mad props to ALA for the lighting. It looked really cool, but on stage it's incredibly dark.
Yeah.
So when they turn the lights off on us, they're turning the lights off on us. We can't see.
Mhm.
Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Oh, it's eczema.
Also, okay, side note for people are like, Joseph lost his wig. No. The thing is, he's not, like, no one's supposed to be, except for the four in front, everyone around Shigaraki isn't supposed to be a UA student. They just couldn't change completely into black because pants are a thing, and we don't have tearaway pants. We're not NBA players. So everyone had to just take off their jackets and whatnot. And so in order to not be just full-on Tokoyami during this and take the focus away from Shigaraki, Joseph wanted to take, he was supposed to take his beak off, but his beak is strapped on underneath his wig. So he de-wigs, de-beaks, does a number, and then goes off and re-beaks and re-wigs. Like that, the amount of speed to do all that in the time allotted, absolutely amazing. He doesn't get enough props for that.
And his wig stayed on the entire set. So,
Dang.
so
Dang.
respect.
Yeah, mad respect. I will say the lighting for this moment for Shigaraki and Trini is sick when it goes off and it's just strobe lighting.
She makes me throw up in my mouth.
Evan, stop, you wheezy son of a gun. Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, let's go up. It's my favorite moment.
Much noodle. Such
Also,
king.
Trini makes all black and a hand on her face look really good. Look at that.
Just
whole moment where Bakugo comes in and people are like, oh my gosh, Deku pushed Bakugo. But I'm like, did you all watch the show? Deku hella stands up to Bakugo.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. So I'm like, I can't believe Deku pushed Bakugo. Deku beats up Bakugo. Like, they fight. Do y'all remember that? When they fought and got in trouble?
Come on, push-ups.
It's not. They were really bad.
You did them.
I did. I remember in rehearsal, I can do like 4. I did like 2. Oh,
Jacket,
Austin.
Austin.
Oh, Austin. Also, Jason, your shirt's supposed to be zipped up at this point, too. Even Austin zips up his shirt. And he was the last one. Watch Jason die. Right here. He just stopped moving.
Oh, we're actually race. This is supposed to be the race, by the way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the race.
If you guys don't get it.
If you don't get it, go watch season 2.
I don't
Season
think
1.
we put Liz down there.
2.
I think
1.
she just decided she wasn't going to be up anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you.
arms-
Yeah, she pulled in.
It
You guys
happened.
just kept
Yeah.
carrying her. That's pretty funny. And like a lot of people really love this strobing. To be honest, for us on stage, it's really hard because
Yeah.
we can't see and it's like flickering. And just for me personally, I'm like, I love you lighting guys, but trust that we have choreography that you need to see.
And now Jason's shirtless. No one knows when that happened.
Also, for anyone who complains about a mask, Shoji's wearing a mask this whole time. Actually, Eddie's wearing 2 masks because he has a mask and then you put fabric over that mask to keep it on his face. So he's double masked and dancing. So,
Double masked up on a Friday.
and no, that's not Shigaraki dancing with everyone. That's Hakagure. You don't know what Hakugure's hair looks like.
Nope.
You don't know what kind of hair
Nice
she has.
dive roll.
That's all thanks to Little. She helped with dive rolls.
Nice other dive roll.
Not quite a Calypso. There we go. This was a good
This
fight
was a good
scene.
fight, yeah.
Boom.
You guys like just pulled this one out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like really into it too. Just fighting. This is a tribute to your guys' friendship though.
Oh yeah.
Also, this is Shellin and Eddie are the only reason Rio does not die at that point because the bars are there. Like if she yeeted back and they are the only thing keeping her from impaling herself on the edge, just like Austin.
Why that arm? Why this one?
I know. Why did he pick up this arm and then do this?
So we can fusion ha.
This is so weird.
Forced fusion.
I think
Like
this
that's
is
like a worse sassel.
This is one was eating the glitter, the confetti.
Oh, you're eating
Yeah,
because you
it's-
picked it up with your jacket.
Well, no, because
Oh.
when I was on stage, I was like, oh, what if someone falls off the platform? So I inhaled to blow it off, and
I only got
I think
half my
someone
jacket on.
exhaled to blow it back at me. I just got like 4 pieces stuck in my throat, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna melt. Okay.
Side note for those cannons, Bro TP was my opposite on the other side, and I was looking at her when I shot my cannon off, and I watched her cannon not go off, and she was so upset. Like she just went and then like put it down, and I was like, oh, I got it.
I did it though.
I did it. So good. Everyone is scrambling to change right now while we're on stage. I also thank you ALA because we didn't tell them we were doing the canon.
No.
We didn't know if it was gonna happen, so then we're like, better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Boom.
We cleaned after though, in character.
Yeah.
We went back on stage in character and cleaned. And in character, I know this was character, Sammy, as our sensei, made fun of me the whole time.
Yeah.
And then the whole class made fun of Todoroki too. It was rude.
I didn't know this was character.
I didn't. I was literally, everyone was just making fun of Todoroki. And I was confused. Also, all of us dancing because we couldn't fit on the stairs to go off, so we're just waiting for the stairs to be empty. Also, that's so much confetti on stage. And so much on the floor, on the carpet.
This is
Around.
what happens when you anticipate none of the cannons going off.
And then we
And
would
then you
put extra.
overstock, yeah.
You overstock. I still, this is brilliant. This is props to NJ and Soulmate for NJ printed out and made all these masks. This was a great idea. It's freaking hilarious because no one has a neck except for Rukia. Also, okay, Sonali in Liz's Rukia outfit. Look how short Liz is and how tall Soma is in her outfit. Like she's wearing floods. And her whole forearm you can see in the sleeve.
Natsu's red hair behind his pink hair.
Just, he looks like a troll. Like a jewel troll. Okay, Pose Joe as gone. Was this Get It Twin Star as Levi? Killing it. That's Noelle.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
That's
it is.
Noelle.
Oh, wow.
She's killing it, right? Just as Levi. There's Jade.
Jade.
Work it.
Come on, cousin.
Just Vegeta. Bulls. Koki versus Vegeta. Bulls. Get it, soulmate. Oh, your costume's so small. Her limbs are. Oh. I don't know if that did anything, but. I don't remember. Oh no, I remember this moment. Our side went on too late. So all of the Narutos in the center were in the wrong spot and we can't see. So I'm yelling right now.
Yeah, you can hear it in the video too.
Yeah, I'm yelling right, left. And then I literally just said, just move one spot over and make sure. It's trying to see if he's going to kill someone. Because we don't know where we are. We can't see. And we're like, just don't hit anyone. And then just go. We're like,
Makes
go and go.
zero
Let's just go.
promises. Just one confused clone.
One nervous Naruto. It's funny because, is that Maka? She looks like she has a goiter sticking out of her head because it's Koda's beanie. Koda's a little goiter beanie. Have anyone ever seen the Oblongs? The little girl. What's the goiter? Also, Edward Elric with the sassy leggings. That's Bev.
Equivalent exchange. Some of the leggings for swag ones.
Get it, Lauren. Still don't know how she sees
The
it.
catch.
He's
Still
a
don't know how
hot
she's-
guy.
Still don't know how she catches it.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm like, how do we don't know where our feet are?
Let's go.
Get it, tree. Get it, tree. So far. So far.
TikTok TikTok hips.
TikTok hips.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Da.
The TikTok hips. Takes off his scarf.
He said, "Hold this while I smoke you."
Real quick.
Hiya!
I know.
Hiya! Oh. You gotta finish strong.
That's it. That's how you finish strong
That's how
right
you
there.
finish strong.
That's it.
Oh, dude, we're trying to get her gloves on like so last minute. Oh man.
It's a lot of pieces
Yeah.
for Saitama. Because
Yeah.
you have to put it's a bodysuit
Yeah.
over whatever she's wearing underneath. But then you add the cape on there because you
Yeah.
can't put it on with it. And then the
Yeah.
gloves and then the belt and then her shoes
Mhm.
and then that face mask. It's just a lot of it's like pajamas.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's a onesie.
I think she ended up having her pants inside out after this change.
Oh,
Wow.
I know for this one, Joe is changing. I'm helping her on the side. And she looks at me and she panics. And I look at her and she goes, my pants are inside out. I don't know how to
That's
zip
who
it.
it was.
So I shoved my hand down the front of her pants and yanked her zipper up. And she was just like, oh, thank you. Like the stress ball change happening on either side of the stage right now.
She wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
She's
That would
not
have been
wearing
real weird.
That was just buckling on the inside. Oh man. And then Eddie was trying to figure out. It was funny because there was a moment where Eddie blanked and he wasn't sure what he had just taken off and what he had put on because he couldn't see. So I think Nifa and I helped him. We were like pointing that one, put on that one. Watch Bakugo to Chaco. Favorite
No,
one.
no.
Okay,
Whatever.
wait, explain that. What was that?
All right. So I got really hyped and I thought I could lift her with just my arm, straight arm, no leverage. because you know when you're excited and you really want to do something that you've never done before, you're like, this is gonna go well. Doesn't go well,
What
and
did
you're
she
like,
say to you on stage? What did you say to her?
she passed out. She's like, and then I was like, yeah, in my head I was like, with the power 10 crickets, you ain't going anywhere. And she went nowhere.
So, okay, high hopes in AX. Shell got a little lost. He didn't do it this time, but when we were rehearsing this before on stage,
yeah, you kept doing the thing.
I was doing it wrong, and you were behind me going, what are you doing? And I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It was panic. It was major panic.
But you did it on stage, and I remember going, that's it right there. And
yeah, I heard you behind me. Because I wasn't sure, even when I did it, I was like, did I turn the right way? I don't know. And I don't know if I fully turned, but I heard you go, yeah! And I was like, all right. I heard Shell behind me. It was good. It was good. And that's all it was. All of us were like, if we can just get through high hopes, like we're all generally doing the same thing, we're golden. And then right after that, I remember we had to like clear the stage out so fast.
Yeah.
So we go and if the cannons went off, Bakugo and Deku were supposed to try to sweep the stage as much as possible. If the cannons didn't go off, Deku was supposed to help Todoroki take the platform off stage. That was the plan. So I go over to the platform and I hit it and I yell at Liz and I go, help me. But she looks at me and she pulls out the broom. She goes, I have to do the broom. And I was like, crap, I didn't give a contingency of someone to help me with the platform. So I just picked up the platform and carried it up.
Todoroki, you know?
When you're running on that adrenaline, you have so much strength.
Like,
Unless you're Bakugo trying to lift a weightless girl.
Because at rehearsals you never did.
I couldn't, no. I only did it like once when I was by myself and I was unloading the truck for AX.
That's
like at
crazy.
Studio Exchange. Yeah, I picked it up by myself and just walked down the stairs and then put it down. And I was like, it was like a mom, you know, trying to lift the car off the kid. But it was like director trying to get a platform off the stage.
How'd you get the second one?
Oh, I didn't get the second one. That was 2 other people. Someone else behind me. That was not my responsibility. It was not my job. If that second platform didn't make it off.
That was just staying on stage.
And then, like Shell said, afterwards, we told ALAs, like, we will clean up all of the confetti. And so, Nifa went on stage as our Aizawa and yelled at her class to get on stage and clean. And so, in character, every single one of us cleaned that stage. And it was funny because some people in the audience stayed to just watch us clean the stage. In character, but all of us were like, you guys can go. Like, you don't have to watch us
Swept confetti like this with my hand.
clean.
I
I know.
This isn't, I don't know.
It was funny because I know at one point, like, Lauren as Yayorozu was just putting it back into her shirt. Like reverse creating. I also remember being behind the stage and me and Rio, it was either me and Rio or me and Ari. We were cleaning up confetti and then we both go, what smells so bad back here? And we look up, it's Jason's wig.
Oh.
He's leaning in front of it and I went, dude, did you wash that? Oh, that's bad. And he was like, oh no, it smells so bad.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was like from the cannons. Was it the pop off?
Yeah, yeah.
We don't call it that.
Or
But
is that-
I was like, oh, that's terrible. But
So out of that whole weekend, because we also did ATM again for opening ceremonies.
Oh my goodness.
That was a lot in the weekend. We did ATM on the first day. The second day, did we do anything? Oh, we did the table, the autograph table, and a panel. And then the third day was Masquerade and the Freestyle. And then the fourth day was something else. I don't know. Maybe the fourth day. Oh, fourth day was the panel because that's when we all did our Boku no Hero
dress ups.
So I don't know. Something else was on the second day. I don't know. But out of that whole weekend, what can you first of all remember? That was so long ago. But what was your favorite part of that weekend? Because that was the last con we did as core before quarantine hit. What do you even remember? I'm just remembering now as I'm saying it.
Yeah, now that you're bringing it up, that was a crazy amount of things. I think the autograph table though was one of the highlights for me because I don't think we've ever done one of those before.
Nope.
So having that and just getting to interact with people, different comrades coming up, that was really cool. It was, of course, it was a more intimate setting because they physically had to come find us, but we were in one centralized place, and it kind of reminded me of the meetups that we used to do outside of AX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about those.
Those were great.
That
I
was
love
a thing.
those. I love those. Because those were things that you could just join us if you just happened to be outside.
You just were out there.
Yeah, that was really nice. The panel, of course, is always a hit. It's always great seeing familiar faces and new faces and people say, I had no idea what you guys were going to do. And then we gently remind them that we didn't either.
Oh, someone asked at the panel a really good question. They were asking about, it was a new comrade, I would like to say. Someone who hadn't really seen us perform before. It was that older, I say older gentleman, but like he's like my age. But he asked a question, and I had you and Liz answer it, because he was like, I watched you guys at opening ceremonies, it was so good, but like, when you guys do your partner work or your couple work, you get really close to each other, like your faces are really close. He's like, do you just, and there's like so much chemistry, do you do that just for the endorphins? Or like, what, do you remember that question?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember your answer? It was like talking about like the chemistry of partner work and stuff like that. And I know like partner work is kind of turned into your thing without you meaning it to be. You're a good partner.
What did I say? I can't replicate what I said at that moment. I just remember it being like, that was good, you know what I'm saying? I think it was along the lines of something like,
I feel like you talked about the friendship outside of like the partner work, like your friendship with Liz, just as at all. Because you said that it wasn't about like being like romantic and stuff. You said that for all of us, it was because we had such a good relationship outside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was a relationship that we built off of trust in a sense, because like there were always moments where we were like, okay, is this good for you? And we were always like, not necessarily like backtracking, but we would check on each other like. And we would be very honest, and like we made everything a 50-50. So she'd be like, okay, I messed up this time, and what went wrong? It was me, and this is how we're gonna fix it. Like, okay, is this comfortable for you? And then once all of that started falling into place, and the more we ran it together, like it just felt how do you say it?
Natural?
Not natural. Like teamwork makes the dream work, basically, right? So that 50-50, like both of us making it work, felt a lot easier because she's holding her own weight as well as me framing her in the pictures that she needed to be framed in. So everything was very fluid because we got through the like, okay, this isn't working. Like, do you need me to muscle you here? No, just let me do my thing. Just guide me. Okay.
It's funny because like you guys had a partner like work established in ATM.
Mm-hmm.
And
as
then,
Dukia.
Yeah, that's what they call each other. He called her Dukia because Deku and Rukia.
And Bichigo.
Yeah, because of Bakugo and I know. And she would literally say it, and he would we were sitting during closing ceremonies in the back. I forgot about this until right now. We all sat in the back waiting for closing ceremonies because we were supposed to go on, I don't know what she's doing. We were supposed to go on stage, so we're all like back there, but I felt like we were like kids at like a recital, and we're just trying to be quiet and waiting. And he explained that, Dukia and Bichigo, and then he was like, watch. And so Liz is like sitting a couple rows in front of us, and then he just goes, Dukia, and I see Liz go,
just meerkat?
Yeah, she meerkat. And I was like, wow, she really does answer to it. That's funny. It was super cute. And it's those kind of interactions that create it. I was talking to my sister, and my sister was, oh my God, reconnecting with Jenna. And if you guys don't remember who Jenna is, Jenna was our Mikasa Ackerman for Attack on Titan sets. And we all keep in touch. And so my sister and Jenna were kind of talking, and they were talking about how they've both become these really big K-pop fans of like BTS and Blackpink. Yeah. Nice. I mean, just so not expected of either of them. But they were saying how much they love it, and they love it because they like watching this interaction of the singers together in their group. And she was like, you watch them behind the scenes, and they're like living together. They're talking about their performance together. They're rehearsing in their home together. They get ready for a concert together, and they walk out together. And Jenna was like, we did that on core. You're kind of like our own version of K-pop stars within ourselves, not like in regards to anything else. But I mean, that's what we do now. We live together. We talk about it here, and then we bring that interaction out on stage. And even if, like at that time, we were still all living at HQ. Like Shell didn't live at HQ at that time, but it still felt like we all lived together. Even though like Little didn't live there at the time, but it still felt like we all lived together. So when we would suit up and go to a con, it just felt like all of us getting ready to go to work because we had such a close dynamic. But then it was really, really nice because we no longer had to worry about like, oh, are people going to have fun? Like, is everyone on core going to have fun at this? It was like, well, the work's fun. And that's what you saw on stage. So, you know, thank you to anyone who loved our ALA set. I was really proud of that set. I was really proud of everyone who did it on stage because it makes a difference when it's 100% from 100% of the team. Jumping back into it a little bit more of the con day, we did the freestyle, and we were trying to find a place to freestyle because a lot of our token places that we've gone to as cons over the years grow bigger, more people show up, and the places that we used to freestyle are like not available to us anymore. And ALA being one of our favorite ones and growing so big that, as you guys know, has outgrown the Ontario Convention Center. When we got there was no place to go, so we like went to that little hovel like in that corridor area. What was it like, if you guys want to talk about doing that freestyle? Like, we couldn't even hear the music.
That one was interesting because, and I guess the theme of this entire weekend or con weekend seems to be just intimate moments, but because we couldn't just fill an entire parking space, like several parking spaces, or like the bottom floor of a structure, or an entire span of a walkway, we kind of all had to be bigger but also contain that and make sure that we weren't pulling focus because we were all in frame still. We were in frame to the point where someone couldn't throw like a giant move on the side and not take away from what was happening in the center, especially if that person could maybe hear the music and was hitting something a little bit more more subtle.
Oh yeah.
That music was I don't know why it was so low.
I think it's because it shot back into the hallway that just opened into a big, because that's the way it was facing.
Yeah.
Is
You're
all
right.
we had was the columns, and then all of those were open, so there was really nothing bouncing off
To
of
hold,
anything.
yeah, it was just going away.
And I think the speaker was dying.
Probably.
I think.
It was, I don't know if the speakers died or like, I don't, because I played it, it was a mix that I just found on YouTube. But like, it was mostly bass, and like, you heard no treble or anything else.
Is it coming? Is it coming?
So we were, all of us, I know, there was like a point where all of us were like, is there music playing? I'm just gonna keep moving. Like, poor Joe had to dance to us saying, tape, 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 tape. Which she kept doing. But yeah, that was a good freestyle.
Oh.
Yes.
No, this has nothing to do with the freestyle. I just remembered we had that slice of life photo shoot too. Ish.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
at
that
Anime
was-
Impulse.
No.
Wait, what? Slice of life?
It was in slice of life. Like how do you explain it? Like there's Baku Squad, there was like blah blah blah.
Oh.
We had Baby
Oh,
Deku.
oh.
I mean,
That was just our
Baby
photo
Deku?
shoot. We just did a photo shoot.
oh yeah.
I was like, Slice of Life was a year before.
Okay, going back to the freestyle.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
What is there to talk about? A lot of
Killed that freestyle.
not about me. So everyone was like super good.
What?
That's so blanket. It sounded like
Yeah.
Yeah.
bad, huh? Okay. I honestly don't remember much. I don't know why. I'm
Because
sorry.
it's a blur. That's how con weekend is. I just cracked my shoulder.
There was a moment I was super hyped for someone, but I forgot who.
You live hype for all your friends.
I mean,
I know. It's funny.
So I was
actually,
just hyped the whole
I was
time.
I tried to download the freestyle, but it was too big of a file. You get this. So if anyone was wondering if Kiribaku is real in real life, it is. There's a face Rawson gets every time Jason's freestyling. And if you don't know Rawson, it looks like it's I'm gonna murder you face.
Yeah, I'm just really excited for
It's
this.
like clenched jaw, yeah, screwed up a little bit, like a little bit of the, and then the eyes get really wide and the nostrils flare flair. So if you don't know him, you're like, oh my gosh, he's gonna blow everything up right now. If you do know him, you know that face is, I love everything that's happening right now so much that I can't contain it, and I'm just so hyped and it's so good. So that's his face. I think during the freestyles next to Sonali, and we were in the back, so you couldn't really see Todoroki and Jiro, and I was like, look at his face. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also the face he gets when you compliment him. It's
Before
weird.
this happens.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Before shrinkage.
And then poop.
That happens after?
Yeah.
That happens during.
You trying to get on the mic? Where you
I
going?
know. What else you gotta say?
Oh, sorry about the drop in bars.
So with all that, I mean, I'm not gonna say we've said goodbye to Class 1A because I've asked you to be Ida many times since then.
Yeah.
I've asked you to be Bakugo many times since then.
Yep.
So, not saying that like Plus Ultra is gonna come back in the future, but also the uniforms are staying clean, just in case. I don't know. If I broke. No.
What do you do?
I don't know. It feels weird. I was like touching it. It feels weird.
I understand.
Last thoughts though on that whole con. Like, well, okay, not last thoughts. I want to say this. With quarantine happening and that being the last one, what do you guys miss? So sad. What do you miss about con days?
Sorry. I think the thing I miss most about con days is kind of just the walking around with the entirety of the company. It's always nice being a full group, like a full unit. The first time that we experienced that was Full Metal, I believe, and now it was with Class 1A, and of course everyone's doing their favorite cosplays from, Boku no Hero, but to have an entire squad complete with teacher, like it's always just an otherworldly thing. Getting ready for the performances is always great. Having like all the little conglomerates of rooms and things, then walk into the meeting spot, and then just seeing the group get bigger and bigger always feels great. Seeing people after performances that maybe saw us for the first time or that recognize us from the performances, or that have been wanting to meet various members of the crew, and then they see us walking around, like I miss all those things. I miss the interactions. I miss interacting with the company because I just from my personal life, like I work a lot, so I don't make it to a lot of the social things. I didn't make it to a lot of the social things. So yes, that's a work weekend for me, but it's also my time to finally like catch up and sit and talk to people, because when I do go to those, then I typically take off all of the days for the performances. So it's really just building all of the trust for whatever else we're going to do throughout the sets, because every set and every con weekend that we do kind of is another way to do that outside of just rehearsal. So I miss that stuff.
Honestly, truth. It is crazy because it's like everyone is able to take that weekend off, and there's so many people that, people forget, they don't know. A lot of comrades don't know we're all old. We're not in school. Like, we all have jobs and careers, so we don't get as much time. It's weird because we spend a lot of time together, but we don't get as much time together. So that weekend is like 4 days straight you're guaranteed to spend with each other. And we do. And it's great. It's funny because I was telling Shell, not that year, but the year before at ALA, we dressed up on our off day as Naruto characters. And he was dressed up as Sasuke. I was as Gara Myers. And Lauren was Kakashi. And we had to go meet Sammy and Francis and Diana for the AX meeting. But we were all the way in the convention center, and they were all the way in the hotel lobby. And so we said, hey, we're dressed as Naruto. Let's Naruto run the whole way there. Okay, it's cold. It's cold, and we're by the mountains.
It's like half a mile.
It's far. It's night. Me and Lauren are in heels, and Shell's trying to hold the camera.
In my ninja flip-flops.
And your ninja... You were the ninja flip. And we ran like this. So not efficient, but we committed. And it was like something even if we got tired, we didn't communicate during that run. We just decided.
We just laughed.
We laughed. And I remember we passed by a group, and they're like, oh my gosh! See 3 of us running.
Running to the war.
3 not friends running. It's Sasuke, Kakashi, and Gaara. It's a weird grouping. Just ran the whole way. And but that's what it is. It's like we do go to cons, and like we didn't plan that. We all kind of said, oh, we kind of want to do, Joseph. Joseph, we miss you. He's at work. Joseph, come home. Come home. That's our theme song of Noble House. We've decided. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. You don't have to know what that is. But yeah, it's honestly that. It's like the kind of spontaneous, but before every con, we all always decide to do a last minute group cosplay that's not correlated. Every year. And then the year we did Boku no Hero, we all decided the last day we're going to do our Boku no Hero characters, but like dressed up. Dressed nice. It was funny.
This nigga just wore blue again.
You just wore, you wore your supervisor. You were a supervisor.
Yeah.
You were a supervisor.
Yeah, I wore work clothes.
Work clothes.
Great.
What do you miss about cons?
Okay, so cons have like the best food trucks. So I miss the food trucks because like I love food so much. And it's always cool because like in between core is always busy. We are ran by this one who is always busy. Which is why we're always busy. We're always trying to find something to add on to our con experience. Not only for us but for you guys. So we're always trying to find what will be good content or something to throw on the YouTube for you guys that isn't only the performance, right? So in between all of these events, my favorite moments are scrambling to get food with people because like we're all like, wow, it's a crazy day, and then that's where we kind of have our moment to unwind and like just enjoy because it's your first meal of the day. It's like 3 or 4 p.m. and you're like, I woke up at 4 a.m. and you're like, why? And I don't know. So it's just a jam-packed day, and you know you got to get ready like a little bit earlier than you think you should, just because I forgot this piece. I don't have underwear on because I'm wearing a dance belt. Gotcha.
Dance belt.
You don't wear both?
I do. Anyways, I have a full seat. I don't know.
A full
seat. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like, a full. There are dance belts that aren't a full seat.
Let me see that.
You wore your dance belt the whole day. You went to the magic show in your dance belt.
That was the magic right there. How is this still on?
Not Magic Mike, bro.
It was after hours magic show. And you're like, I'm wearing
Magic Tenya, you know what I'm saying?
That was fun. I forgot about that till just now. When all of us, it was like us 3, and then Sammy, Soulmate, Bevy, Rio, Little, Aldo.
Yeah.
I think that was it. We all went to the magic show to support our fellow artists, because that's what you do at cons. You want to support the other artists who are performing. We went to the magic show. It was an after-hour show. It was amazing, and we had way too much fun.
It was really entertaining. I did not know what to expect. It was so entertaining.
It was so good. That girl, the girl magician, so good. It's like, what the heck? And of course, I was like, we're all getting upset because people aren't like verbally more excited. We're like, oh my god, how is not everyone cheering for her? She's amazing. What?
Did you try to use straws to get ice out of one cup to go into another cup?
So we had a few drinks, but we also hadn't eaten, as has been demonstrated. We don't eat. So me and Rio were standing at the table, and we had those the drink straws are very flimsy.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get the ice out, and I was very concentrated on doing that.
Because Rio told her to.
Because Rio told me to. And I don't know why I listened to Rio, but I know at one point Mifa looked over, and I looked at her, and I was so sad.
You were so sad.
That I didn't succeed.
I think we asked why you were sad. You're like, I just wanted everyone to like me.
Oh, I did. It was sad. That was sad.
was like, what's wrong?
I remember you asked that, and you went, oh, that was funny. I just want everyone to... It got too real. It got too real.
I wanted to hug you, but I didn't know if that would make it worse.
And then like 2 seconds later, I was probably laughing.
Yeah, you were laughing with real.
Oh my gosh, and then we all walked in that bitter cold to go get In and Out. And it was so stinking cold.
That area gets real freezy, and I forget how close to, well, one where I used to live, that is, but...
Yeah, aren't you like down the street? Mm-hmm. Dude, ALA is like the one. I miss ALA. Well, that being said, we're not completely done with the show, but that was basically the show. Thank you guys for that. Before we say our final words, I have a few announcements to give y'all. Excuse 11.
She wants to go in your lap.
Okay.
Where do
Here,
you
can I
wanna go?
trade?
Do you want to
If you
go?
take this, and then I'll take the haul.
She's been farting this whole time.
I know. She farted in my face last night. Oh, come here.
Do you want...
Oh my god.
Do you want that way?
So, this Friday, my beautiful, beautiful soulmate, covering my face. But that's fine because she's wonderful. It's Work on Your Core, a masterclass series. It is this Friday at 5 p.m. It is a Zoom class and it will be on Instagram. My beautiful soulmate will be teaching and showing how she does her galaxy painting.
Wow.
If you are... Oh, don't go away, this.
Huh?
Y'all, this right here, that's her.
My
This, Elsa, move, girl.
is her.
That's her. That's beautiful. I have no idea went out in the living room. Her galaxy paintings are
Dab.
choice. What? Our dab?
We all
That's
just gonna
so
avoid saying out of
old.
this world? That's not...
Oh, no, that's
we all-
good.
Yeah, I didn't know if we
Okay.
were skating over that.
Mifa,
Okay, well, I'll call
you're
her
out of
later.
this world.
I'll call her later.
yeah, text her and call her and send her an Instagram DM. Sign to them DMs. If you want to see Soulmate's amazing galaxy painting in real time, please tune in to her masterclass this Friday at 5. It's Black Friday, y'all, and you shouldn't be out shopping. So,
Watch Bob Ross do her thing.
seriously, I mean, guys, the pillars of creation. I'm turning the wrong way. They're beautiful. And then, of course, on Sunday, our favorite battle of all time, Koki versus Vegetables.
Oh, I'm trying to get my head on the carrot.
On the carrot?
On the
Okay.
What do you want to be the
Koki has gotten so good at
Yeah.
cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Just cooking in general. And it's funny because it's always a toss-up of... I mean, he doesn't like anything raw. We know this. It's never...
No,
he's not going to like...
one of them.
No, he's not going to like any of them raw. But he's liked a few of them. He liked... It wasn't beets. What was this last one? Daikon.
Icon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he cooked it... Also, he makes it look really good when he eats like Dean Winchester.
Oh yeah.
Like he just
Yeah.
savors the flavor.
Yeah.
So it makes me hungry when Koki eats. Because if you haven't watched Dean Winchester eat a cheeseburger,
Do you remember the
pie.
old Carl's Jr. commercials when you
Yes!
crush of the lettuce?
yes, and then there was
Crunch.
like it's spilling over, but it
Yeah.
looks so good.
And then they take a sip of the sun and you're like, oh, I thought
The ones before they decided to use the burgers as car sponges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got weird after a while.
Yeah,
I
it did.
don't get it. No.
You know what someone reminded me? This is random. Someone reminded me there was like a whole slew of McDonald's characters, like the Hamburglar and
Oh, yeah.
the purple guy,
Grimace.
Grimace, and then the
That's
little
what they
chick
call
with the who's the
Thanos.
pilot. Oh yeah, Grimace.
Yeah.
But then there's she was like a chicken, but she was a pilot. She had a scarf and like a
Oh yeah.
Aviator
She looked like
headset?
number 2.
Oh yeah, Big
Yeah.
Bird.
what?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Anyways,
Big Bird.
so we have those two things happening this week, technically this week, and then we have a huge announcement coming very soon about something very special that we are going to have for you guys in December. But I didn't pull. If you haven't followed us on Pop Shop, our next Pop Shop show will be next Tuesday at 8.
Where did they find Pop Shop?
You download the Pop Shop Live app, and then you can use our code to get in. It is SOYSOX, SOYSOX. It is free. You just got to use our code to get in, and then you can follow our show. We're going to have special merch on there, including our Core Dance Crew Christmas sweaters. Remember those?
Hey,
I
yes.
love those things. Our Christmas sweaters, they only go up on sale for a limited time, and this year you can only order them on our Pop Shop live show as the show is happening. So tune in next Tuesday for that. We are also selling some. Oh, can you hand me that little dish, babe? Babe, hand me that dish. That dish, yeah. So we have some handmade satin bags and some handmade resin art. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So we have some fun stuff for you at the Pop Shop Live show. Remember, Pop Shop Live, it's an app. You download it, use Soy Socks, SOYSOX, in order to get in. If you don't know how to do any of that, of course, follow us on all of our social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe and you'll have all your updates that you need. I think that's the last of it. Before we end today's show, I just want to be really cheesy and ask you both, this doesn't have to be correlated, but in general, it's been a weird year. Oh. What are you thankful for, Shallon?
Who is she?
Who's whom?
What are you thankful for, Shallon?
Is that
Bruja!
Is that what it sounded like in your head?
Yeah.
That's not what it was in real life, but okay.
I think the thing that...
Okay, you're taller than me sitting down.
Stop! I said that earlier and I was like, I hope nobody knows.
My chair has to be on the lowest setting, and his has to be on the highest.
It doesn't go down anymore.
Let me tell you.
I'm also sitting forward, yeah. What I'm thankful for. I think that the thing that 2020 has made me very thankful for is, weirdly enough, the job that I work at. Because I was only out of work for the 3 months that it was required for everyone to be out of work. Mm-hmm. And this company is nothing if not resilient. Because every time there's a new mandate or something, we're like, okay, we have an entire restaurant that is a patio. So that's been really good. Not having to worry about work because I used to make significantly less. So it's been nice to not have to go back to that level of figuring things out. Like, I've been able to be comfortable and even in the worst of days, like, I know that at the end of those days, like, I still make enough to be safe and to take care of the things I need to take care of, and that all.
I know. Where goes your mic? You want to grab the mic?
Yeah.
Take the baby down.
That all has helped a lot with all of the things happening with this year. Because at least there's no weird financial struggle. It's all just normal struggle. Like, staying inside and away from people and being safe. Because that's the normal thing this year.
I know, right? So weird. But it was good. I mean, you find what you're thankful for in a time when it's really hard to find what you're thankful for.
Baba, what are you thankful for this year of 2020?
So this was the first year I've moved out of dependency in a sense. So why are you tripping, bro?
It's really weak, but you have to get like a set of pliers or a wrench to actually tighten it.
Okay, so yeah, this year.
Just hold it. Just my love. Yep.
This year was very great. Okay.
Okay, ASMR is safe for Joseph.
Okay.
That's
No.
his thing.
This year was really great because I've never lived in a house full of people that weren't family but are now family because of the bonds we've cultivated. There's a better word. Okay. Cultivated.
Like a harvest. Like Thanksgiving.
Living with these people is
Bountiful. Like a harvest.
okay. Living with Keela, Shellen, and Joseph. Holy crap! I was gonna say Roston for some reason. I don't know why.
You forget you.
He forgets other people.
Okay, so living with them has been very great because like there were a lot of moments like where we would just like bloop on the couch and just crash or like laugh about everything, and I mean everything. Like there wasn't a dull moment like for most of 2020. You know what I mean? Or okay, all of 2020. Like everything is blown up, and we're just like, this is crazy, and you're like, yeah, that's crazy, you know. And then it's been fun ever since, and you know, there's a lot of love here. it's been very. We all care about each other in specific ways. So, like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, some people are like, "You good? Yeah, I'm good." And then some people are like, "How was your day?" And then you go off of that, and then just how you feeling, like stuff like that, and it goes a long way. And the conversations that have been had here are like deeper than I would like to say because it's kind of mushy and so yeah. But yeah, I mean, I also learned how to cook, which was okay. One thing.
Sundabu King though.
So that's always good, and then eating their food, like.
Remember that day you made like
This guy on the Barbie, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So
he'd be
random.
queuing it up, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if you've ever had Shellon's ribs,
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
That
We
was
had
good.
so much food.
We had so much.
Oh, it was so good.
That was the day you made us watch.
mid-90s. Mid-90s? Don't
We're
watch
not-
it. It is not a
We are
comedy.
not-
We're
Thankful
not
for mid-90s.
condoning that you watch that movie.
It is
He
not
made
a
us-
comedy.
He made all of us watch a movie, and then Joseph left at one point. Me and Shellen stuck it out, and at the end of it, we both sat back, looked straight at him, and all he did was say, "I'm sorry."
You're never allowed to pick a movie.
He's never allowed to pick a movie. On that note, I think what I'm most thankful for is it's a slew of different memories. One was yesterday I had to stop by the storage unit and get something, and so we did it safely and we stayed away from each other. But Urban and Sonali met up with me, and then we got in our cars, and as we were driving away, I scared Soulmate. I drove up next to her and scared her, and she laughed in her car. And I remember thinking that moment, I was like, I miss hanging out with my friends. You know what I mean? Or I was talking to my sister and just being able to call her every day, and it's like, she was like, "Oh, I wish we could just go do a Barnes & Noble trip." And I was like, "Oh, I miss the ability to go do that." But also, one of the great, sorry, Millar, you gotta wait, my love. One of my favorite memories here in Noble House was in the early weeks, I think, of quarantine. And we made dinner, and then I made chocolate chip pancakes. And whipped cream and fruit, and we all sat down and we watched Onward, which we liked. I don't know. It was such a good movie. I know, some people were like, "It's not that good." We loved it. And we loved that day. And we've had sporadic movie days and dinner days, or watch Evil days. Evil. The show, Evil, with Luke Cage.
With Luke Cage.
But he's not Luke Cage.
But he's still Luke Cage.
And it was just,
Master Cage.
it made me remember, I mean, all through Summerfest when we were sitting around the fire, or even just random swim days. I mean, this cat doesn't swim, but when the rest of us, and
I learned
sometimes
how to dive.
Joseph just puts his
Feet in.
he puts his hand out first, then he puts his toe in.
Yeah.
But swim days out by the pool, it made me grateful of what we do have, and we're lucky that we still have what we have now. So, I mean, it's been a tough year. It's not over yet. And I don't say that like it's a good thing. It ain't over yet! No. Please be over yet.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet. And so at least in this time before January 1st of 2021, gross, comes around, we are thankful for our health and our hearth and everything in between. So, if you have anything in your life, whether it's family, even if you're not that close to them, if it's friends, even if you haven't seen them in forever, if it's anything you have, just be thankful, because there are so many different people in this time that don't have, not even a lot, but even if they're missing one thing, that one thing could have been their whole world. So, in this time, we are grateful for what we have. And with that said, thank you, comrades, for always supporting us. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Thank you, all corpsmen and alumni who tuned in. This was amazing. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Stay home. You don't see family. I know, some people might still have to work on Thanksgiving. You have to work. I know Joseph has to work. I work Black Friday. I'm staying in the receiving room. Away from people in yearbooks. But stay home. And just, maybe go on Core's YouTube channel and watch all our videos. I'm going to make them do that.
Get fat and sassy.
Get fat and sassy.
And now I gotta go. I don't know what these puppies want because you already ate. So maybe we have to go take him for a walk.
In your potty.
We're gonna go for a walk. All right. Sorry, Malari. Let's call it out, guys. Tomato on 3. 1, 2, 3. Tomato. Did you guys know Jason says soul tomato?
Sword and tomatoes.
No, soul.
Soul
Soul
tomatoes?
and tomatoes. But I don't think he says tomatoes. I think he says with an R. Soul tomato. I don't know. He hit you too hard. Gave himself a concussion. With that said, we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. 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 Is that supposed to be Barbie from Toy Story?
Is it?
No, the hands would
Yeah,
be here.
that's what she says.